Hey guys, I'm here with the head bowling coach, Coach Kendrick, and one of his bowlers, Destiny Harper. Thank you guys for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so to start out, I just want to get a quick recap. How did last season look for the bowling team?
Last season turned out pretty good for us. It was kind of interesting. The season started in 1st of October, and I, as a coach, I didn't even get here until September. And, we had the first tournament about the same time of the year, and it was a real learning experience for me as well as the bowlers. It was my 11th season as a collegiate coach, first year here at Emmanuel, and it really, we did well. On the girls' side, I believe it was a second place finish. The guys, they competed, and it was a learning experience for both programs, especially with me coming here, implementing some changes in what they had done the previous year. And from there forward, we saw a lot of improvements, especially on the girls' side. We saw a lot of improvements there. And as the year went on, it got better and better. And as the season ended up, the girls were actually 11th in the nation and advanced all the way to the national championships, which was my goal when I got here. And I was very, very proud of how it turned out. The guys, they did advance to the postseason. Getting them there was a major accomplishment for me as well. And they didn't advance to the national championships, but the improvements I saw throughout the season and the growth that we experienced with the guys was very rewarding, and this got me very optimistic about this year.
Great. Well, it sounds like you're thrown into that position pretty quickly, so I'm sure you probably had some difficulty with recruiting last year. Was it any better this year?
Well, the recruiting, a lot of the recruits are already committed now for next year. And so when I got here, there had been about a lapse of about a year of no recruitment, really. I was able to secure a couple of people. We do have one new young lady from the state of Florida, out of Jacksonville, who we're expecting good things from. And we have several additions on the guys. We have one guy who transferred from one of the top community colleges, our two-year programs in the nation at Vincennes, who's always a bowling powerhouse. And he transferred here to finish his last 2 years to get his bachelor's. So that's Kyle Ortiz out of the state of Hawaii. So we're real happy to have Kyle here, and his presence was going to be. I've already seen his presence, making an impact here for us.
Cool. So compared to last year, looking at this season, what are you looking forward to about it?
I'm looking forward to getting back to the national championships.
Yeah. Awesome.
And making a bigger statement. It was pretty sweet. The way the postseason goes is it's similar to the NCAA basketball. The big, March Madness, where the top 64 teams in the country go to 4 different regionals or sectionals in bowling, and you're seated, based off of your rankings. And so we got sent to the southern sectional, and the women were a 3 seed, and they finished 3rd, and the top 4 from each sectional advanced to the national championship. So it's 16 teams, and the thing that was really sweet was when you look at the top 16, there's only one school there that has the word college behind it, and that was Emmanuel.
Oh, great.
And all the rest are a lot of Division I schools or NAIA powerhouses. And there we were, and on the women's side, we were all freshmen and sophomore last year. And for a lot of those young ladies, it was their first experience in a tournament of that magnitude. Oh. And they didn't go 0-2 in competition. They announced their presence there.
Great.
And we got a lot of compliments from a lot of other coaches, and I've been getting some of the coaches' meetings over the summer. We're not going to sneak in on the radar this year, so yeah. We got to step it up. And what a lot of them aren't expecting is my guys to be as good as they're going to be.
Awesome. So, well, that's exciting. What about you, Destiny? What are you looking forward to this season?
Just honestly going back to the national championship and just having a good year with my teammates and coach. So.
Awesome. All right. Well, are there any events that we'll be able to see this year? I know you don't have any home meets, but I'm sure some of us would like to see some.
Well, we do have an event. November 7th and 8th will be in Atlanta, in Marietta at Austell Lanes. That's the Brunswick Southern Classic, which is one of the majors. There's a limited number of Tier 1s or major collegiate tournaments, and that's the one that's held in the South every year. And we'll be competing there. And of course, anybody that wants to come out and support us, we'll have both our men and women's teams there. Majority of our tournaments are going to be, they're scattered all over the country. Got a lot of tournaments that will be attended in Kentucky this year, and we'll travel, a lot of long bus rides for us.
Right.
So,
Awesome. Was there anything either of you guys would like to add?
well, one thing I would like to add and make mention of is, you know, the success that we had last year. You know, we were actually got the good news a couple of weeks ago where one of the major bowling manufacturers, Storm Bowling Products, is going to sponsor our teams this year. They picked us up as a sponsorship, and we're just very excited for the value they bring, and to be one of the top companies in our sport to want to reach out and sponsor us. That was huge. You know, it made me feel great.
Yeah, that's very
So especially when, you know, because we all notice in our realm what we're doing, but for national companies like that to notice it, that was pretty good.
awesome.
So
Good
kind of
work.
put us on the map there.
Yeah, definitely. We're all looking forward to the season, so thank you guys for coming out again.
No
It's
problem.
head
Thank you.
bowling coach, Coach Kendrick, and Destiny Harper.